Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have my first ever freestyle. Now, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do, but a lot of this was like, let's just see where this goes. So, to kick things off, I am using a different Gel X tip today, same brand though. It is the Una Gel X tips, but I am using the stiletto ones instead of the extra long ones that I normally use. And I just wanted to show you guys how sturdy they are. I talk about it all the time, but I like to remind my viewers every once in a while why these are my favorite. So a couple of things. One, they are incredibly sturdy. It takes a lot to break one of these in half, okay? I'm not even kidding. I absolutely love these. I've actually tried to snap them and it's quite hard. So that's one. And two, they are really flexible around the cuticle area, which is great in order to shape and mold and basically adhere to the nail shape that you're putting it on, because we all have different shapes and sizes of nail plates, right? So that's really important when looking for a good nail tip. The other thing that I really like about them is that these tips already come pre-etched. That means that you see this little matte looking area that I'm applying the glue to. That's what it means to be etched. It has a grit already to it to help it adhere better to your nail plate, which means I don't have to do the work. So if you're looking for a good, affordable Gel X tip, definitely try these out. They will be linked in my Amazon storefront or in the description down below. And as always, I am pairing it with my Après Extend Gel, the holy grail of nail glue for your Gel X tips. Trust me, give it a try. You're gonna love it. Now to blend in my tips, I always use this gold carbide bit right here. I just wanted to take a moment to zoom in on it a little bit because I always talk about how it's a multi-grit carbide bit, but I've never actually showed you guys. So I just wanted to take a moment to show you how much wider the teeth are down towards the barrel of the bit and how much like closer together they are at the very tip. So that's why it goes from an extra fine to an extra coarse bit. These are perfect for blending your Gel X tips. They're also my bad guys. They're also really nice for sealing in that cuticle area even with your acrylic. To take things a little bit further and get as close to a seamless blend as possible, I always go in with my mini sanding band. This is a 180 grit sanding band by Melody Susie, and getting the mini ones, to me, is just so much more superior than using the normal size sanding bands, because you can see what you're doing a lot better. You can be a lot more precise with your placement of the sanding band and the angle that you're using it in. So if you have like really petite nail plates, I envy you. Those are gorgeous, but that's not the point. The point is that these are really, really good for a situation like that. Or if you're just trying to be more precise with your sanding band, these are a fantastic option. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this was a freestyle set, so I'm using Fairy Wings by Apres, this gorgeous color by Gel in a Bottle. It's got these beautiful little like fragments, I don't know what they're called, little leaves, pink leaves in it. Stunning. Then I use a little bit of Beetle's glitter, or like reflective glitter gel polish, and everything that I'm using I will link in the description down below, and it's also going to be in my Amazon storefront. So I start off by using 2 coats of Fairy Wings by Apres. I knew I wanted to use a lot of the colors, or as many of the colors and products as possible, but like I said, I was winging it, so I do go back and forth between each nail. I do want to apologize for like the brightness shifting a little bit. I'm recording on a new phone and I'm still trying to figure all of the like little kinks out of it, so it's kind of annoying, but for my next video I think I got it. Anyways, now I'm going in with that Gel in a Bottle color. I don't know why I rarely use this color, but it's so pretty. It's so like delicate and petite and girly. Just I don't know how to explain it. just other than that it's gorgeous. So when you're using something like this though, where it's got like little leaves in the product, you want to make sure you are applying as evenly of a coat as possible, because one mistake that I have made is that I just kind of like blobbed it on there thinking that it was going to be cute, and actually the little leaves poke up and you can see it when you top coat it. Like there's not enough top coat in the world that's going to remove that or take your eye away from it to make it like invisible. So make sure you are applying even coats when you're using this product. That's also why you see me shifting my hand back and forth. It's just because I'm trying to look at it from all angles to make sure that when I top coat it, there's not weird little nicks sticking out of it. Now I do go back and add another coat of fairy wings just to the base of this French, because I noticed that once I applied the gel in the bottle polish to the French tip area, it was a little bit too sheer. So I go back and add one more coat of fairy wings just to the base of the nail. For the thumb, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I do on the thumb as I do on my ring finger, but I only applied 1 coat of Apres Fairy Wings, and then I did 2 coats of gel in a bottle. There was no need to really do 2 coats of Apres if I was just going to cover it with essentially the same shade of pink from gel in a bottle. After I finish the glitter design with the Beetles gel polish, what I'm applying right now is foil glue. So this is by Makar. It looks like clear top coat or clear base coat, but it's foil glue. So you put it wherever you want. Make sure to keep it only in the areas that you want. But if it gets a little out of hand, I'll show you how to clean that up as well. So you want a thin layer. That's the other thing. You don't want to make it too bulky, because then when you press the foil into the glue, it'll like start moving the glue, if that makes sense. It's almost like you're trying to push it into slime because it didn't cure correctly. So cure it for a full 60 seconds, and then using your finger, to me, after a while of using the silicone tool, your finger just works better because the heat kind of helps it stick. So rub it really, really good. And then you're going to slowly pull the foil off. Now, I realized that I actually wanted a flower in this area, so I just throw a little bit more foil glue right in this area with a liner brush and cured it again for 60 seconds, rubbed the foil in again, and slowly peeled it off. There's no need to cover or top coat the previous foil that you did unless you're scared that you're gonna mess it up. But if you feel like you sort of got out of lines and you want to clean up that area a little bit so that the foil's not sticking in areas that it shouldn't, take a little bit of take a little bit of acetone on a brush and just start gently wiping away the areas that you don't want. Next, I'm just taking Macquarie sculpted gel paint and I mixed it with some black gel polish, and then I get this really gorgeous 3D line. The reason I mix it with black gel polish is because if I don't and I just put chrome right on top of the clear sculpted gel paint, the chrome almost looks sheer. It's not as pigmented as I want it to be, so I just prefer to mix my 3D gel, or in this case it's called sculpted gel paint. I like to mix it with black gel polish because it's just like doing 2 steps in one. Otherwise I would have to cure the sculpted gel paint and then add gel polish right on top, so mixing it together just eliminates that step. For this finger, I wanted to keep it kind of simple, and I knew I wanted to do this design right here, but I switched it up a little bit. So instead of doing every single one of these covered in chrome, after I apply the chrome to these 2 lines, I actually do 2 clear lines, right? Well, one on top and then one on the bottom, just to mix it up a little bit. Now, right here, what I'm doing is taking Makart's sculpted gel paint. I'm leaving it clear and I'm going to cover the inside of this design. I can cover the part that's chrome as well. That's not a problem. I do try to just keep it inside that though. And the reason I'm not using top coat is because I want this whole design to be 3D and stick out. If I go in with top coat, the top coat isn't as thick, so it'll look flat. And the only thing that's going to look 3D would be the chrome area itself. But I want the actual foil area to rise a little bit as well. And I want it to mimic like a glass, like a vintage glass, if that makes sense. I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. So I just decided that the 3D gel would be cuter. And then before I cure it, I went in with this cute little princess crown and then I fully cured it. To finish off the design, I'm going in with some pink rhinestones and like silver beads. I don't really know what these are called. If somebody knows exactly what these are called, let me know, because they're just called like nail beads and nail charms when you search for them. But I feel like they do have a certain name. If you know, let me know in the comments. But I'm just gonna finish this off and flash cure them with my Makart handheld light. Once I get all of the beads on and rhinestones on and I top coat everything, that's when I fully cure them in the light for 60 seconds. After I applied top coat to all the nails, this was the final result. I think it was a cute little first freestyle. I definitely want to try another one and see if we can make it, bigger and bolder. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always, and thank you so much for watching.